Day 3, resist temptation. Matthew 26:41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Jesus and the disciples were in the Garden of Gethsemane, and he told them to pray with him. He found them sleeping, and he let them know you're supposed to be watching and praying so you will not enter into temptation. Jesus is letting us know that we fight temptation through being watchful, being vigilant, and with prayer. The spirit is always willing. You are always going to want to do something, but the flesh will try to tell you otherwise. That's why we do not walk in the flesh, but we walk in the spirit. We do not war in the flesh. Why? So that we will not fulfill the lust of the flesh. So we won't fall into temptation. Without prayer, without God, we will not have the willpower to say no. So we have to stay prayerful. We have to stay on guard. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, there had no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man, but God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. Listen, someone that we know is faithful will never tempt us. We are drawn away from our own lust, but God, he is faithful. Someone that is faithful is trustworthy. Someone that is trustworthy will never tempt us with evil. If we're seeking God and staying prayerful, temptation will not overtake us. We're not exempt from temptation, just like Satan is not exempt from his job unless God tell him otherwise. James 1:13-15 says, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life. If temptation is causing you to sin, you know that it's not of God, because God hates sin. Hebrews 4:15-16 lets us know that Jesus was tempted in every way possible, but he did not sin. Submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee. Choose today to beat your body under subjection like Paul had to do. He gave us a promise that he will make a way of escape. Lastly, I want you to pray Matthew 6:13. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory